We are a charity dedicated to eradicating the motherhood penalty, which is the pay differential between a woman when she has children and a man. When the schools closed, it was predominantly mothers that took up all of the homeschooling, all of those caring responsibilities. You then combine that with the fact that the COVID pandemic has hit female-led professions hardest, such as retail and hospitality. So, I mean, we haven't seen any new stats around female employment or gender pay gap, but we're pretty sure we're going to be taking backward steps, not forwards. We're really, really worried about the state of women's employment and women's equality in this country going forward after the pandemic.
My main source of income is my teaching job, so I go into a secondary school as visiting music staff. I teach piano and singing in that school. I'm self-employed there, but up until the pandemic started, I was working 4 full days a week, so almost a full-time job. When the first lockdown started, I essentially lost all of my work.
The way that the SEISS grant is calculated, it takes an average of 3 years of a self-employed person's income or profit. And if someone's been on maternity leave for some of that time, say they've had 1 child, they might have been off for the best part of the year, not earning, that income calculation will be down by 1/3 compared to what they normally earn. If they've had 2 children in that period, it might be down by 2/3.
As soon as I realised that the situation was so unfair for me and lots of other mothers in the same situation, I kind of took to my keyboard and made a bit of a fuss on social media. The biggest shock was that nobody had thought of this. You know, the people who were organising this scheme, somehow nobody had thought of this, and my initial reaction was, well, you know, this must be wrong. If I speak to the right person, of course they'll just discount those years and I'll get the right amount of money. And it didn't seem to matter how many phone calls I made. I never really got to speak to anybody that could do anything about that. So that was my main impetus for making sure that other people knew that this was the case, and that if we wanted to do anything about it, then we all had to speak loudly together at the same time. In a way, I was kind of used to this feeling that, you know, you just don't get treated well or equally if you're a mother.
We were able to bring a judicial review case against the government with the support of law firms and trade unions and private donors who made donations to our legal fund to try and bring a case against the government for indirect sex discrimination and maternity discrimination. Now, that case was the judge found against us, but we are currently seeking permission to appeal that case. When a woman has children, her income drops and her career prospects often drop, even as soon as she announces that she is pregnant. Even in fact, at times when she goes for an interview, when she's thought to be at risk of becoming pregnant. Yet for men who also procreate, there is no financial penalty, there is no career penalty.
You work your way up to being fairly near the top. You know, you're the person to call when the vacancy comes up. Well, not once you've had children. As soon as you said, oh, I'm taking this maternity leave, or, you know, oh, I can't make that because I can't get child, you know, gradually you slip down this list and then you don't get the phone calls anymore.
It's not about women have to stay in work 24/7. It's about enabling families to make genuine choices. Now, we talk to a lot of stay-at-home mums who want to be working. We talk to a lot of working mums who don't enjoy their job or want to be working less. It just doesn't seem to be working for anybody. And it feels like this could be a changing point, and there are opportunities to change the world of work, to make parental leave more equal, to make work more flexible, and to provide the infrastructure that is needed to enable people to work